What is going on? Hello, everybody. Some of you might have got a chance to see my new intro. I threw that together just now. Silliness. Let's turn some... I promised everybody explosions last week, and then I had to make sure I followed up on the promise. Anyways, today's stream is going to be either maybe I'm going to finish that book. I was thinking of building a gorget maybe, or at least getting that underway. Lots of chatting, hanging out, you know, Friday. Exciting for some people, not so much for self-employed people who I'll probably be in here this weekend sometime doing stuff. Yeah. Just gonna see who's in here. There are 10 concurrent viewers. Big numbers. I don't know how noisy it is. There's a lot of stuff going on in the shop. Not in the shop, in the building right now. There's like some kind of whirring noise over there. Guys laying down concrete over here. Hey, Dalumen. Glad to have you along. Well, thanks, Kitty. Appreciate it. Kitty said, absolutely amazing talent. That's awesome to hear. Much appreciated. I try my best. So, until we figure out what we're doing today, we'll just chat for a bit. Greetings from Germany. AM M. Drunk 93. Neodum says he'll be working this weekend also. Hi, Nin. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing day. My day so far was getting the stream set up and making sure I did my proper explosion. Some of you, I guess you guys can probably just scroll back in the time and see my explosive intro. Pretty amazing, I must say. Florida, lucky. Though, I guess right now, our weather right here is pretty hot, so if it was winter, I'd be more intrigued by Florida. I've never been to Florida. So anyways, I don't know what you guys are up to today, but I am still, hopefully the audio's good. I've kind of like got the microphone right here. I could even have it down a bit more because there's this whirring. Is what it is. That's what happens when you're in a giant artist building. You saw the explosion. Goods up. Goods up. Thumbs up, Kitty saw the explosion. Glad you saw it. Love to hear that, Dooman. Supposedly I inspired a little of their leather creations, so I'm very happy to hear that. Glad I could play a small part in helping you out. Sounds good. All right. As long as it's a shotgun mic, so it'll pick up stuff, but it won't pick it up as much as like a regular microphone. I don't even know what that is anymore. I have so many microphones. I would urge you, if you missed the intro, to scroll back and then come back to live and just see my intro because it's amazing, and I worked. I didn't really work that hard on it, but I grabbed some graphics from mismotionarray.com, which was handy. I feel I still want to move that monitor here. I guess I could just pick it up and move it. Let's not screw around with monitors live. That will probably be a bad idea. But next time, that monitor there. That would be a lot better. Anyways. So if I'm going to go grab what I was working on last week. I don't know if anybody of you were around. Let's see if I can just, boom. Oh, look at that. Boom, picture in picture. Oh, it's a black picture in picture. Oh, well, I got the wrong camera on. That's okay. Anyways. Oh. No, don't want to screw around. So, I was working on this last week. Dyed it and stained it. Turned out all right. Nothing amazing. The back's a little barren. I got to stitch some pages into it. I don't know if that's what I want to do this week, though. Honestly, I'm not like super desperate to finish this. Do you go and sell at craft shows? No. I do not sell at any craft shows. I hit the right button. I do YouTube. So if I make this, it'll be out for sale on my website. But it's not. I don't make stuff. I don't make a lot of stuff for sale. I'll make some armor for sale. But most of my time, in theory, though I've been really lazy lately, and I'm trying to remotivate myself. Most of my time has been spent doing YouTube videos or doing film props for quite a while. So, Dark Horse Workshop tour, nice. Yeah. I don't mind giving tours of my shop if somebody stops by, or if I could just film a tour. Then you did your first horse armor, like armor for a horse, or like Riders of Rohan. Like barding? You did some barding? That'd be pretty cool. Well, I could do the pages on this. It has gotten a little crinkly. Very crinkly. Bring it back to life here. Give it some shape. You get a vambrace and you get a vambrace. Nice. It is going up pretty, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Other than me being very lazy for half the year, it's going good. And I'm starting to get inspired again. I got that armor video out the other day. I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do another shoulder. I've done a shoulder recently, but shoulders are really fun to do. I think I'm gonna do like a oversized pauldron with like I think they're called a haute, H-A-U-T-E, haute guard that comes across. So I'm gonna have like these big ass, awesome, cool shoulders. I don't know, they're not gonna be really super functional, I guess, but they'll be fun to make. So, whatever. Oh, awesome. You did a headpiece for your horse, or a horse. That's crazy. I've never done any horse stuff. I was on, what was I on? The Revenant? No, they didn't have barding. Warcraft. I think Warcraft had some barding, but I never got to do any. I never got to make any of it. That's what it is. I think I was doing costumes on Warcraft, and I think props got the horse armor. We did we were making the people armor. Well, Weta made a lot of the people armor too, but we were doing the leather stuff and upkeep and stuff like that. Yeah, big guar fuck you shoulders. So this is flattening out all right. I could at least get it dyed. Gotta dye the back of this, or I could line it. What, do I have anything to line it with? Do I want to line it? I don't really want to line it, but I could. Did I bevel the back? Yeah, I think I did. I did. If you would do craft shows here, I would be very poor. Medieval Market, just sell regular stuff here with just 1 or 2 stamps on it. Oh, if I would do craft shows there, you'd be very poor. I see what you're saying. Sorry, where did you say you were from again, Nin? I mean, I probably saw it and forgot right away. I might as well finish this book. Otherwise, it'll just be sitting there. I don't want to be just, I'm here to answer all of your questions today. I have lots of answers. But we can do this book, finish it off, and then I can put it on my shelf with all my other crap. I have realized that I need another camera, which is ridiculous. I've got 2 pretty good cameras, but last week we used my phone as the me camera, and it sucked. I checked the footage later. It was not good at all. So I might need another camera, which is kind of brutal. We'll see. I want to stream. So I've got this camera here, which is, you know, obviously, I've got my top-down camera. I've got this camera, and then I want one that I can maneuver into place wherever I need it. I can just take it and show, like, if I want to go, oh, look at my wall of crap. Show you all the stuff. Drag the camera off to my dye room. Drag it over to my riveting area. So it'll be my, yeah, it'll be that camera. But that's, you know, I'm a little out of money for the streaming stuff. You know what? I also need glasses. Honestly, I need glasses. Hey Judith, Arizona, nice. Thumbs up, Kitty. This what? This piece? Yeah, it is. It is a leather book cover. That's what it is. I'm sure you'll get to the cuirass eventually. Oi. Oh my god. That's a weird name. OQ. Oi. Oi. Cube. Oh, Nin's from Germany. Nice. I've been to Germany once. It was amazing. I kind of wanted to move there, actually. I wanted to see if my wife and I would move there. Because I, in theory, can just pick up and move and do YouTube wherever. But I want this to be a little more stable first. It's doing well, but not well enough. It needs to be a little more stable. So what we're going to do with this book is, first of all, I've got to decide. I'm looking at the... Again, I caught myself looking at the camera and talking to you guys with the picture down. Anyways, what we got to do with this book is we have to decide if we are just going to dye the back like lazy people, or are we going to put some thin leather on it and glue it down and then maybe stitch the edge or something like that. I'm feeling a little lazy. I kind of want to just dye the back. Kind of. I'm going to investigate what I have for thinner leather first. Could always do that. I don't know. Just pick up a swivel knife. I've got links, you know. I get a little kickback from Amazon if you buy stuff in my description thingy. But I've got links to all the tools you need. Just grab a swivel knife, one beveler, one backgrounder, smaller one, small backgrounder, because then you can do all of the space. You can't do all the space if you got a big. You can get the bigger backgrounder later. A mallet and a piece of granite, which in theory you could probably just go to a kitchen supply custom kitchen people. They've got lots of granite and marble offcuts that they sell. Just grab one of those, or give away. I don't know. You don't even need a very big piece. You can you can get them like that. I would recommend getting a bigger one, but if budget on what you can find, you can just tool away on something that big, like this. It's not that big. Elijah, I'm glad that you are loving them. I don't necessarily think these thumbnails are the best plan in the world, but I don't care right now because I'm on my have fun kick. As long as I'm having fun, doesn't matter. I could always start the stream with those thumbnails and then change them, because even the thumbnail in the description of this video is like, what's he gonna be doing today? I have no idea. I think we figured it out, but I can always change it later after the stream. Doesn't matter. I'm not really hunting for new viewers on the stream, I don't think. YouTube still feels like it's not exactly polished on how people could find streams. Like, you go to Twitch, it's all streams. So that's weird. Gary, is there a share ATA on your Patreon or Discord? I want to show off some stuff I've done with your patterns and Angela's paints, totally off book adaptions. A share ATA on your Patreon or Discord? On Discord there is there's a channel to share your work, and I just got so much going on that there's so many different things I have to do for this stupid. I like it, but for this stupid YouTube channel, it's like I collect a folder of people's work. you can just email them to me also, info@darkhorseworkshop.com, and then eventually I will I clear that folder out and I put it on my Facebook and stuff and just go, hey, tag yourself, this stuff's all awesome. And then I slowly fill it up again, and then I do it again. So there's that. Wenger, my current 1/16 inch hole punch, Wenger was asking how I deal with clearing it. It is currently jammed, and I'm just forcing it to work. I gotta buy another one. It sucks, honestly. What have I done before? I've taken a needle and picked it out, but it just gets jammed right away again, so whoop-de-doo. So, anyways, let's see. Well, hey, I can't even finish this book if I don't have any paper, but let's see if I've got any leather. What is Mr. Dress Up? Let's look in the tickle chunk. Do I have anything that I would want to line this with? I don't know. Definitely no. On that one. I have so much stuff. What's this? No, not good. What's this? No. I'm looking for like a pig lining or something. I need something really thin. Otherwise I'll just dye it, which isn't a big deal. Like, I can just dye it. I can be lazy. As I searching on the air, whatever. What's over here? What do we got? Oh, this is pig. This is really thin. I don't know if I want a brown. I don't know if I want this brown as a lining. It's kind of lame. I'm not overly impressed by it, honestly. And it's just a little weird. Thanks for stopping in, Jay Johnson. Glad you are enjoying me looking at leather. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Don't like this either. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I definitely don't have any kangaroo kicking around. I wanted to a pig split. I thought I had something, but even if I do have it, it's probably brown. I got so much leather, but not what I want. What if I... That's weird. Like I could... Well, that's really bright. Hold on a second, everybody. Let me fix this for you. There. Like I could just do this and then dye it. I guess. I think I will. And you know what? If it doesn't work, well, so who cares? Whatever. It doesn't work. But I think it'll work out. Dye it blue. Okay. If I got some blue, I'll dye it blue. We're in. You tried to clear with a drill bit, Gary? Damn, that's brave. Ordering leather online or shop in person, it depends. As long as you have a good source. Like the one thing I do not put in I don't hunt for leather to put in Amazon affiliate links or anything like that. I don't mind searching for tools that I think will be appropriate. But because, you know, you can find Tandy tools and stuff and various other pretty good tools on Amazon. But I don't think I would want to shop for leather ever on Amazon. I would there's tons of great leather supply places, and they can send you some quality stuff for sure. As long as you just make sure they're a reputable place. Do your due diligence, look them up, and should be fine. All right, so let's just do it. All right. The one thing I'm wondering is why this needs to be. I'm gonna try and change something. I apologize if everything goes weird. Still weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, my picture-in-picture isn't working. I'm sure you'll be all right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, now the one thing I did with this, I'm pretty sure I beveled this back edge. Well, maybe I didn't. I stand corrected. I did not bevel this back edge, which is good. So, did I bevel the front? I did bevel the front and I didn't bevel the back, which is great. Because, so that means I was actually kind of preparing to line this. So, because you want on the edge for it to be flush, not like curved with both sides beveled. You want it to be flush. You can cut it nice, and then you can bevel, and hopefully everything will turn out amazing. An internal braid? It might be a mystery braid. I haven't heard of an internal braid. Oh, Max was talking about internal braids. Oh, cool. I was actually thinking of doing a video on a mystery braid, but yeah, who knows. Anyways, going back to this. So I'm going to... Look at this. I even got this turned around this time. Usually it's like my hands are over here, upside down. I'm amazing. Okay, so I don't want to glue everything onto this. I'm going to put my lining up to the holes. I'm going to dye the center strip, and that way it'll still bend nicely. But I'm going to also V-gouge along these edges and hopefully not destroy my piece while doing it. I just got to find my V-gouge. Where are you? I'm obviously the most prepared person on the internet. Where is it? Anyways, let's go back over here. Don't know where it is. Ah, oh, jeez. Sorry, everybody. 1 second. 1 second. Searching. How? How is this like so complicated? Oh, I almost thought I found it. Oh, I know where it is. I'm an idiot. It was exactly where I thought it was, but I was looking for the wrong V-gouge. I got rid of the other one, so. Here's my little V-gouge. Now, like this book I'm doing, I would not call this like a historical or proper way of making a book at all, really. It's just how I've done simple little books in the past. So this, I don't know how well this is going to focus. Anyways, let's go back over here and see how this does. If I just lean right in here, does it show? Oh, look at that. If I block it with my crusty hand. It's got a little tip in there, and it's going to cut out a little strip of leather. And that will make my cover fold easier, in theory. Or it'll put a giant hole through it. One of those. So I am going to put my line a little away from the pages because you don't want it right up next to them. And hopefully square it off. I think the book, the cover itself is a little warped, so that's not too bad. The line will be gone in a second anyways. Hopefully my V-gouge is sharp. I don't want to be sharpening it forever. You know, you can see how technical I am. I'm just kind of winging it. Super technical. Close enough. Fine for me. Oh, that's extending it more. I don't need that. All right. Now, if I go through this, we can all laugh and I'll start on a different project. My head is in the way. And I do have a video on, it's actually one of my more popular videos, is how to make a book. Specifically with this book pattern. It's a really simple book pattern. It's actually one of, you know, it's a really simple pattern, but it's one of my top selling patterns. People like simple. So this is just removing enough material so it bends a little better. Nothing fancy. Do a little test, see how it's going. Probably need a little more. I don't know, we can already see that line coming in pretty good. Like that's, you know, that's pretty sharp. And I don't want to, this is pretty thin leather too. I'm gonna very lightly go over it again. Hopefully that's fine. My head's in the way, sorry. I'll get used to it eventually. In fact, I'm going to move this a little bit. Do a little movement. Boom. And this will stop it from having me always in the way here. Whoop, that's not right. There we go. There. Better. I'll probably still be in the way knowing me. Alright. Anyways. I'm just gonna do some reading here. Sounds like me and my friends. My God, my eyes are so bad. It's glasses time for sure. And I don't mean right now, because I don't own glasses, but like in the future. If I just open this up on here, this will be a lot easier. I love how it's like all... No, it's not gonna be easier. I'm just gonna read. Hide House in the US is a very affordable leather supplier. I've bought gorgeous garment weight leather for dirt cheap in their offcut section. Thanks for the tip, Gary. I know people will appreciate that for sure. All right, so I've got this nice little fold going on. There's two things I could do. I could have a pattern where I specifically cut my lining to size. Not a terrible idea. or I can just oversize my lining and make sure that I've got, like, it just goes to this edge, and then it'll be oversized, you know, by like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch or whatever. And then you can just trim it off exactly instead of trying to like glue it down perfectly. And also, since I tooled this is all warped. The whole thing is warped in some way because I tooled it. So it's even like, it doesn't take much to get everything out of alignment. So I'm going to do an oversized piece. I'm going to cut them so that I've got a straight edge, and then there's a little bit of overlap, and a straight edge and a little bit overlap. I'm going to dye this inner bit, and then I'm going to glue that piece onto here, and hopefully everything will look amazing. And if it doesn't, well, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. Hey Arg, how you doing? Where else do you guys look for leather? I go to, in Canada I go to Lonsdale Leather or Tandy Leather, but I also, that's really all we have. We've got Labelle's in Burnaby, but it's not for everybody. It's an interesting place. It's more of a wholesale place. So I guess I should go there, but it doesn't seem very wholesale. They got a lot of supplies there though. Labelle's has a lot of supplies. I think half the time that they're supplying other places. So, oh my God, we got our first member of the day. Damn it! I said I was gonna have explosions for members next time. I'm gonna take a brief moment to show everybody my intro because I'm super proud of it. So I'm just gonna click on my intro for no reason other than I want to show it off, and then we're gonna go back to doing this stuff. So again, I'm not looking at the camera like I should be. What? Oh, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyways, back to this thing. Cutting out stuff. This is where it's like, I'm not sure why my picture-in-picture isn't working. It kind of annoys me. But it's not that big of a deal, but it's still a little weird. Oh well, whatever. That works out pretty good. 9.5 by 6. Got a little bit of overlap. Is this my last piece like this? Probably, knowing my luck. I was very happy with that intro. I was literally waiting for people to join before I played it. And it was really easy to do because I just have a little subscription to motionarray.com right now. That's not even a plug. I don't get anything from, I just started using it. And they have motion graphic templates that you can just pop in your info, so you can put in your text, your logo, and it'll just make it happen, which is really cool. So there's a bunch of different ones. I just looked up fire logo, and that's what I came up with, so that worked out. Don't cry too much at how much wasted leather there's going to be here. Everything will be okay. I'd be a little more concerned with the pen if I didn't know that I was cutting this off. And I can always bevel it out of the way anyways, so it's not that big a deal. Can't pick up ruler. Or I can just cut it off. Look at we improve every week. This week the camera's the right side up, so this isn't all upside down. It's amazing. Next level stuff, really. Next level. Do I have a blue dye here? I think I do. And last week we talked about movies a lot. We were narrowing down, I don't know how many of you were here last week, but we were narrowing down the greatest science fiction movies and greatest science fiction series of all time. It's a lot of fun. And this week we should talk about different ones, because it was actually quite a fun conversation to have. What's up, Magnus? Hope you're doing well today. Glad to have you here, Consummate Nerd. Thanks for the shout out. We are already at one new member today, which is awesome. We're going to try and hit 3 new members total today, because that's the most we've gotten so far. Is 3 in one stream. I can just gigantic money. It's huge. What are we working on? 9.5 by 6. We're gonna do another one. Am I gonna just bite the bullet and do this crap here, or do I have something? No, I don't. I don't have anything else. You know, I'd rather have this weird discolored part than this weird line. Can I get 9.5 in here? 6. Oh, I can. Never mind. Let's waste a whole bunch more space on this. Perfect. It's right in here. Bum, bum, bum. You like the Tandy Professional water stain more than Phoebing's? Really, Gary? I don't think I've used the Tandy Professional water stain. I've been using Phoebing's forever. I've just It's just what I've been using. I don't know. Maybe I'll give them a shot next time. Though there's some dyes at Lonsdale that I really like that I'll probably use. If I have a blue, I'll use it. Arg says, Demi Gauntlet's sitting on my bench accusing me of neglect, has been there for a while. It's very sad, very sad. It's very sad for me is now that we figured out some stuff with the stream, that's great, but now we've got the picture-in-picture's not working. And that bugs me. Bugs me. What did we do this week? So this week, we've got the camera the right way around, which is kind of hilarious. It wasn't a huge deal, but it's that way better now. We got rid of the phone camera because it sucked. After watching a replay of the stream, it just was no good. It might be good for like a top-down thing, but what I was using for was like a 3/4 headshot, and it just wasn't working out. And we got the intro. Now we need an outro. Like a stream ending explosion. I should have got on that faster. Last night I was working on search engine optimization stuff for my website for 5 hours, which was super fun. Super fun. What do we got? We got anything useful here? Sure. No. Garbage. We got our 2 bits. Garbage. I don't do anything like this. I just love to watch Dark Horse Workshop making stuff. Well, I'm glad that you're here watching. Thumbs up, kitty. Yeah. The intro, well, I got the template down from motionarray.com. And so they've already got the explosion and spot for your logo and all that. And you just insert your logo, insert your text, and then you have to put sound on it. So I just downloaded an explosion. I downloaded some other kind of whooshy sound, and then I downloaded just a general fire in the background sound, and just put it all together and exported it. All right, we've got these 2 pieces that are going to be amazing. I need to dye them blue. First, I need to bevel one edge before I dye it. Whatever the crispiest edge is. Let's see if I can. We're cutting the other edges, so we don't need to worry about it. Though, because I'm an idiot, I'm going to bevel this other side in case I glue it on backwards. That way I have all my bases covered. I liked these at first, these Odins, I'm not sure anymore. Have I ever done any wood burning? Jeez. Yeah, a little bit, but nothing significant. Like one little thing. I've wood burned a horn before. Wonder if I have it lying around here. Just because you mentioned it. Let's see if I have it. Yeah. Well, let's switch to the other view. There. I wood burned that wyvern on there. And that's wood burned, I guess horn burned, but I used a wood burner on horn. And it stinks. Not right now, but it certainly stunk when I did it. Very, very smelly. So you can see that's as far as I got. I was like, I'm not doing any more of this. Maybe I'll go back to this sometime. All right. I'm going to get a little piece of wood and some paper in preparation to dye these pieces. Be right back. Phase 1 complete. Do I have any? Yeah, that's still really bright. I don't know what's happening here. Let me... Is it really bright or is the color off? Am I crazy? I don't know what's going on with that. Feels weird. Feels very pink. I'm checking the color temperature. I'm climbing around like an idiot. Oh. I think it is screwed up. 1 second. Trying to find... There we go. This is going to get really weird. Whatever. I don't know what's going on. I think I was on the right track, but I don't want to be screwing around with it too much on the stream. I'll do it in a second though. It is really bugging me. It's bugging me way more than I care to admit, honestly. So I've got this from 1,000 years ago. And I got this blue from Lonsdale that I've liked these dyes so far. Hey, McEwen. We are just screwing around with the book that I was doing before. Book times. I hope I have enough of this blue. We're going to find out really quick. Is that blue or purple? That's blue. Oh, that's so stinky. But it's a good stinky, which is kind of like dangerous. It's like, oh, that's really nice. But it shouldn't be. Just make sure I get these edges good. Throw it somewhere where it's not going to get all over everything. And then after I do this, I'm going to try and fix this color again. Whoo! Ventilation. This is why I want that roaming camera, so I can not inhale this like a crazy person. This was a great idea. One of my incredible ideas. And then it goes in a shelf with all my other ones. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to try and fix this one more time. Because it's driving me crazy. Menu. White balance. What the hell? Ah, got it. Found it. There we go. Let's all here. Let's have a quick round of applause for 4,700K. This is so random temperature, but that's what it seems to like in here because I got different lights. So now I'm gonna read some stuff. You ever worked with graphite paper? It's handy for copying drawings. I haven't, but I have heard it's a great idea, especially for when next time I do a shield. It's a great idea for transferring images onto a shield. So that might be something I do. I've used a projector before to like draw from, you know, ancient times. I'm sure they still have projectors in school. No, I'm sure they don't. Hey, Chris. Man, there's a lot of supporters. That's awesome. We need some new members. We've got Argyle became a member. We need at least 2 more. Just saying, it's kind of mandatory. So, again, this is a little weird way of doing this this book, but this is how I've done it. I don't necessarily think it's amazing, but I do want to do some like if I wasn't leather carving it, then I wouldn't have any real need for what I'm doing here. But whatever. We are going to, now we're going to dye the center strip. I'm going to dye it black, I guess, black. And I'm going to hope that it doesn't bleed through everywhere. Maybe I should dye it red, just for safety. The one thing streaming does is at least you kind of do stuff right away. You don't, let's make sure I don't get any blue on this as well. You get after it right away because you don't have time to sit there and mope around and try and decide what your best course of action is while everybody's watching you decide. So we're going to do Red is good because then if it bleeds through, it doesn't destroy everything. I'm just gonna do it red, but it also might be very, very light because this dye is very, very light. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it black. Be right back. Black it is. And if I screw it up, then I can screw it up on the air. Oh, Chris has become a supporter. Look at that. That's 2. It's 2 new members. Still early in the stream. Possibility of breaking stream record, growing by the moment. So, obviously I don't care if I die onto this. Doesn't matter, because I'm gluing those pieces on. But one thing we have to watch out for, oh man, I'm really worried about this, is that because I've V-gouged this, if we put a ton of black dye onto here, the chances of it bleeding through to the front grow because of this stupid V-gouge. And we're really only dyeing it just to conceal a bit of the glaring wackiness going on back here, like the dye coming through the holes, the transition from blue to tan, not even tan, fleshy, is really stark and ungrading. So like I just want to fix it up a little bit here. So yeah, and the holes themselves, obviously spots where black dye could bleed through and screw everything up. So I'm going to be super careful with the black dye. Is that my plan here? Yeah, let's just do it. If I screw it up, and then I can be like, hey, look at this. So what I'm going to do is, while I have lots of dye on the dauber, I'm going to get the main body pieces, and when then there's less, I'm just going to kind of paint it over the holes so it doesn't soak through and annihilate everything. Still might, you never know. I actually might marker that V-gouge. That's a nice way of cheating. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to use a marker on the V-gouge. Next time I do a small book, I'll do more of a like proper glued in. Like, I don't know how many people saw my big badass book for Quest Haven, but I think I'll do something similar but smaller next time. More proper. This is just a very basic book. Reading the chat for a second. The bleed through may be interesting. There's always a chance. Yeah, there's a video for that Quest Haven book, and it's like a serious book. The Quest Haven book is like the first, I would like that's a real book. I did real bookbinding stuff on that book. Like, I'm sure people made books in this kind of way as well, but like I made a jig for the bookbinding. I did all sorts of crazy stuff. I did it really proper. And it's the first book that I've done like that. And it was like both awful and fun at the same time. It was a lot of work. Bit crazy. Okay. Aha! Nothing on the other side yet. Good. I'm gonna find a marker. that I think will be successful in what we need to do. We got a few options here. Yeah, if you're gonna check out a book video, I would watch my this book. The video on how to do a book like this is one of my most popular ones. But that Questhaven book, that's like, I appreciate the bookbinding process a lot more after doing that damn thing. Is this gonna work? This might work. Not really. Not gonna work. Where's the brush? That'll be a little better. Let's see. Can I whoop whoop zoom in? What's going on here? Okay. I'm just using this brush pen. It doesn't have dye or anything. It's still just a marker. It's a cheat. Doing a little cheating. Hi, I finally picked up leather crafting beginning of this year, says Marcus. Postponed it for too long. You're one of the reasons why. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and videos. Hey, no problem, Marcus. Glad to have you here. Now you have the tools to make more. Hopefully the next ones are easier. That is true. I do have the tools to make more. I should make a little one that's not as crazy, but I kind of want to do a small. I keep forgetting to switch. I need a producer over here hitting buttons. I kind of want to do a smaller book and then do some etched. Like I did some etched brass on that Questhaven book as well, but I want to do almost a straight. I'm just gonna show you what I want to do. Like I want to do a book. So if you got the cover of the book, I want to do an etched brass piece that like just a big, not too big, like it's a smaller book. Obviously not this size, but smaller. And it's got like an etched piece on it and maybe like some kind of little mini padlock or hinge or action here. This is my amazing drawing skills at display. So this would be brass too. The pages are out this way. This way is the spine. Here's your amazing spine. And yeah, so then there would be a brass hinged piece that comes over and closes, and then maybe there's a lock, maybe there's not, maybe there's just a buckle, I don't know. But then there's this like bunch of knot work on this. Anyways, that's what I want to do. That's my incredible description. You're welcome. Nobody has to watch me use this brush pen for 20 minutes. Yeah, Necronomicon would be great too. I like that. Almost done the spine project here. We're averaging about the same as we did last time. It kind of sucks, but it's all bad. All bad. It's all bad. It'll get better. We have 43 people watching supposedly. 42. Who knows? So like last week, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation about science fiction movies This week, I want to ask about fantasy movies. Medieval / fantasy genre films. What's the greatest one of all time? What's your top 3? What's number 1? I don't know. The conversation last time was fun. Obviously, The Lord of the Rings, pretty gigantic, though, and then The Hobbit, pretty terrible, at least for me. So that's high on my list of best and worst. Uh, 46. Oh, you guys are nice, updating on the fly. Now I'm going to take a little more black and just do a little additional black here on the back. This is where I turn it over and I'm like, no, it's all destroyed. That'd be funny. Let's see what we got. What are our first thoughts? 13th Warrior, pretty good. Yeah. Or Eaters of the Dead, as it was originally called. Filmed here in Vancouver. Well, here in Vancouver. Not Lower Mainland, BC, somewhere. I'm going to zoom back out a bit. Do another. I gotta figure out the. Did that? Man, it's such a pain in the ass trying to focus. Okay. Take our brush tip again. Dragonheart, really? You're in on Dragonheart? Man, was that the one with James Bond? Sean Connery? Sean Connery? No. Was it? So if I open this wider, it shows more of the fleshy tones, so I'm opening it up. And because I've opened it up, I think I'll be able to use the medium maybe. I lied, not able to. I've gotta have a better pen than these somewhere. Sean Connery, Dragonheart. Did I fuck it up? Nope. It's not screwed up. Yet. It's not screwed up yet. It seems convoluted, and I'll have to say, it is kind of convoluted. But it is what it is. It might have been easier. Nah, it wouldn't have been easier. And it's all because I'm doing some carving on it. If I wasn't, this would all be pointless. So I would have used some already dyed leather and just made a book out of it. Or wrapped a piece of wood or some cover cardboard, cardstock. This is a very wacky way of making a book, but it's gonna work out. Oh, Crawl, man. I loved Crawl. I don't know if I'd put it as one of my top fantasy movies of all time, but I loved it. What else we got in here? Willow. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, is the second Willow a TV series or is it a movie? I think when I was a kid, Krull was amazing. Probably wasn't that amazing. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of these, get rid of this. I'll be right back. I'm going to get rid of some stuff so it doesn't get all over everything. It's a pretty color. What do we got? Oh yeah, Excalibur, easy. For sure. I think for me it's going to be the Lord of the Rings trilogy just because of how many times I've seen those movies. They're so good. But Excalibur is definitely up there. Way up there for sure. Glad to have you here. Awesome that you could catch it. You know, I wanted to put a finish on these, but I'm going to put them in my downdraft room and let them off gas a little bit. Plan is going to be to put a finish on those and then glue them and cut them onto the book, but can't put the finish on until they're kind of dry. So that is the current plan. Let those dry. Anything else I could do right now? I guess I could have a sip of my Coca-Cola. You don't have to. I'm not saying name all the fantasy movies. If you think Lord of the Rings is number one, you say it number one. Like Conan's great. Princess Bride is great. Red Sonja. Trolling. I haven't seen Red Sonja in a very long time. Trying to think of something of the fantasy genre that like stands out recently. Am I crazy? Shouldn't there just be something? I'm not sure. Anyways, obviously super fun waiting for stuff to dry on stream. But we're hanging out, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the Lord of the Ring Amazon Prime series is coming out soon. Witcher is amazing for sure. Never Ending Story, nice. 13th Warrior, somebody was on that right away. 13th Warrior is great. Yeah, the original Lord of the Rings was rotoscope, right? Chris? Rotoscope animation? Army of Darkness? Yeah, for sure. I said the words. I mostly said them. I said the words. Pretty much. Klaatu Varata. And then, of course, Excalibur's got Anal Nathrak Utva Spitad Dotye Dienve. Anal Nathrak Utva Spitad Dotye Dienve. Shaun of the Dead. Nice. I haven't seen that in forever. That's a great movie. Leave it to Sean coming in with Shaun of the Dead. I don't... Who's in Stardust? Why do I think I've seen that, but I'm suddenly forgetting? Stardust. Googling on the air. Googling on the air. Stardust. I don't think I've seen this. Have I? Not sure. I'm not sure. Fire and Ice. I remember those. Is that the is that with the red, weird looking dudes, Cyril Sneer looking guys? I watched my fair share of Xena as well. Last Unicorn. Damn. Deep cuts. What else is there for fantasy? Like, I got Lord of the Rings. Conan, Lord of the Rings, for me, pretty big. Damn. I can't think of a lot more. I think I'm gonna rush the finish on those end bits, just cause I can. I'm gonna do it pretty soon. Let me double check to make sure the fan's even on it, or did I just throw them in there like an idiot? Fan wasn't on. Not a huge deal. Did I miss it? Yeah, that was like a rotoscope animation, wasn't it? For Fire and Ice. For Fire and Ice? For Lord of the Rings. I don't know about Fire and Ice though. I can't remember it very well. Is rotoscoping even the right idea, what I'm thinking of? I think it is. Well, what can I work on while I'm waiting for that to off gas? Let me look at my bits. Not those bits. Let's see. So much stuff packed away. My armor bits bin. Labyrinth was good. Now I did I say fantasy / medieval stuff? Did I say that? Because if I didn't, I should have. Did somebody say Gladiator already? Because that movie is fucking amazing. And the making of that movie is really good as well. What do we got here? We've got van brace stuff. We've got some gorget bits. Oh, what do we got? What's this? Teens. We'll do that. More bits. More bits. Let's just do one. I never watched Spartacus. Sad about that lead actor. Was the lead actor, right, that died? In the Spartacus series? Yeah, I saw Northman recently. I enjoyed it. Haven't seen The Green Knight or The Last Duel. As much as I got all these other bits, I'm gonna go grab those book bits. They're not bad. Not perfect, not bad. There we go. I think I used my last sponge last time, so this is going to be a little bit of a wing it. Should be okay. I'm going to grab a cloth. Find a sponge. Where is the sponge? I'm sure I still had it. Weird. Well, we're going to try applying this finish with paper towel. It's probably a terrible idea. But, don't care. A little bit of water. Last time I screwed this finish up pretty good. And now I don't have a sponge to do it, so I might screw it up again. But at least it'll match the cover. Funny guy. hell's that? I don't like it. Paper towel, dumb idea. This will be better. Not super enthused. We get this a little more wet. I almost always just spray this, so if you guys are like, what the hell is he doing? I just spray it on usually, but I can't really spray on stream. At least not how I'm set up currently. So I'm returning to stuff I did ages ago. That might work out. Really, I want a sponge to do this, but whatever. Well, looking all right. Not overly enthused, but I'm not gonna cry too much about it. I have to sneeze. I kind of want to do another coat on them. It's looking all right though. While I was not paying attention, did we come up with any other fantasy or medieval type movies? That's the kind of... Let me see. I can't scroll back without screwing around. I'm not going to bother. Anybody up to anything exciting? Any cool projects this weekend? Anybody building anything? Building anything cool? How's this looking at the back? It's all right. Nothing amazing. I just wanted to make sure that it got in a spot where it's not going to look drastic when I finally glue the blue on and stuff, right? These will eventually go on like here. and then it'll be glued, and we'll cut off the edge, we'll touch up the die, burnish it, maybe stitch it, depends on how I'm feeling. Reading the chat. Working on Netflix Geralt for Montreal Comic Con. Sweet. What which armor? Because that is one thing I want to start. I want to start a Witcher armor project here soon. Flash Gordon. Nice. All right. I think these are at a good spot. I'm going to spray glue them, which means I'm not going to do it out in front of you because that's just going to be a chaos. So I'll do it in the stink room. I wonder if I can just... I want to try something. No, I don't want to screw around with too much here. I think I'm able to play a video, but I don't know how to do that right now. I'd have to make some stuff up. So I'm going to spray this. I'm going to block this off with some tape. Spray this, spray that. I'm pointing at stuff that you guys can't see. I'm gonna block this off with some tape, spray both sides of these, glue it down, and then we're moving on. Should I bevel this? I'm not burnish this first. I think I'll do a little burnish on that. Season 2 armor, nice. For the Geralt armor. The Witcher. This little burnisher I got from McEwen Handcraft. If you guys need some cool little hand tools, he's starting doing burnishers and alls. You can find him on McEwen Handcraft on Etsy. He's a buddy of mine. He's in the chat. If you want to help support local craftspeople, or just, well, local craftspeople is kind of a silly thing to say. Who knows what's local to everybody, honestly. If you want to help support craftspeople, check out McEwen's site. He's also got some patterns. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. He sells this. Whoa, come on, focus. Oh, it's trying to focus on my face probably. There we go. This is one of his patterns. I did a video on this, on how to put this together, but it's one of his patterns. You can pick it up on McEwen Handcraft on Etsy, if that's something that interests you. Pretty cool. Anyways. Yeah. Plug complete. I got that edge done. BBC Merlin show. I don't think I've even heard of that. All right, I'm gonna spray glue these. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. Pretend that something entertaining is happening. I leave it in your hands. Be creative. Spraying complete. Hopefully everybody's here still. Just reading, catching up. In the garbage. All right, so we've sprayed that, and we are going to press them together, hammer them down, trim the edges, dye the edges, bevel the edges, dye the edges, burnish the edges. Think about sewing it with the sewing machine. Probably don't do that. Rice cooker is very slow. I don't think a rice cooker doesn't work at all. Actually, I think a rice cooker won't work because it's relying on it's doing different things. See, this is where I wish I could like somehow wirelessly connect to this. Like maybe there's a thing I can do in the future I don't know about. Oh, I'm sure everything's fine, but random question: is my voice in sync with my lips? Because I was having some sync issues when recording. I'm not sure if those sync issues are a always thing, and I can adjust it. I'm sure somebody would have mentioned something by now if the sync was off or if it was glaring, but I thought I would just ask. I was going to ask, I forgot to ask earlier. I have a 18 quart. Is it 18 quart? Let me double check. I think it's an 18 quart turkey roaster. Yeah, it's a 18 quart rival turkey roaster. So, waiting for the spray glue to settle, and then I'll put those together. Thanks, Max. 4:30. Solid time so far. It's tough to... There's a lot of downtime with screwing around with making stuff, so... This is what I got to deal with. Got to figure it out. It's not like this is a... I guess it is kind of just a chat stream. We chat a lot. As I await the drying of the glue and the kneading of the glasses. I should do that today, actually. I had contact lenses for a bit, but I hate contact lenses. Is that the easier one to just grab? Maybe. It's a little better. I can just pull my monitor in slightly. And never move your wax when it's molten, because you'll melt your arm off, which is what I did. Certainly, most people would, common sense would dictate that you don't move it, and you wouldn't even think of moving it. But in case you're like me, don't move it, ever, if it's got molten wax in it. I like sprayed it all up and down my inside forearm, and it was just like peeled away. Brutal. Yeah, maybe there's a way of doing I guess it would be Discord, like live stream / Discord. I do have a Discord that people access through my Patreon, but that might be a way of doing things as well, tying it in somehow. Or does that get too complicated? I'm not sure. There's no scorpions today. Sorry, Derek. Seems like the scorpions are just retired, you know? They're gone forever. This is what it is. Sometimes it happens. The etching I'm going to do on that little book, I don't know. Who knows? A little bit of knot work. Maybe a raven and a wolf. Cover all my bases. One raven, one wolf, and some knot work. You know what the melting point of that canning wax is, Gary? Aw, William. All right, I'm going to... it could be a boar, or maybe it's a wolf and a boar and a raven. A wolf, a boar, and a raven walk into a tavern. It's true. Scorpions are a long time ago. We still need another... We need another member today to match. The goal is to match every stream. If we beat it, great, but just to match every stream. We had 3 last stream. We could hook up one more member. And what happens if you become a member? Everything good. Everything good happens. You just see the world in a different light. It's I can't explain it. You really you've got to be a member to really understand it. Like everybody else that's a member already knows. Arg, Chris, they both just became members today. They already figured it out. It's just a whole nother level. I'm gonna go grab my glued book halves and I'm gonna put it together. Hopefully on this. Hopefully it all works out. I'll have to touch this up after. But for now, I don't want it in the groove because I want it to be able to bend towards the groove. And I'll clean that glue up on it afterwards. It's kind of riding the edge. It'll be fine. Now I'm going to take this over to my anvil and just kind of beep, 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 all this stuff so it's nice and flat. I'll be right back. That's where I need the third camera. Feel free to invest in a third camera for me. Then we're gonna switch. Point. So we've got this now. I'm gonna read a bit. Oh my god! Oh my god! Recur name. Nelm? Oh my god, I'm so blind. Anyways, thank you for becoming a member. That's 3 members today. And still got something in my eye. Maybe it's a tear. Could be. Thanks for supporting. Very appreciative of all the support I get. You guys are awesome. It's fun. Streaming's weird. It's very different. I'm not, whenever I put a, oh hey Reese, how's it going? Jesus, my freaking eyeball. What's going on here? My streaming's weird. Streaming's weird because when I do videos, I often like tie a pattern to it, and then people watch the video and learn how to make it, and they go and buy the pattern. Streaming, I'm just like, I'm still trying to figure it out. But it's nice when you guys become members and hang out and chat. We have 44 concurrent viewers. Everything's great. And I'm looking at the camera again and talking as if you guys can see me, but you can't. So now we're going to trim off the excess that we have. Do I need a ruler for that? No, I don't really need a ruler for that. Is this sharp? Yes, it is. Is my head in the way? Yes, it is. Everything's going well. What the hell? Silly compressor. A little adjustment. Where is my, there it is. This is a little gluey. Oh, this one's actually all right. Don't like that. Sharpening time. This edge is a little weird. I think I nicked it. That's okay. So, in theory, you know, we've got our wacky little book waiting for pages. All I want to do now is dye the edge again. I think I'm going to just dye it with black so it's all the same, because I can't dye half of it blue and half of it black. That'll be impossible. So this is another opportunity for me to fuck this up. I'm going to get a little dauber. And my wood and some paper. Then I'm going to change it back to this angle so I can conceal my fuck ups. I'm kidding. Just for a change. Just for a change of pace. No idea what you guys are talking about, but somehow there are still 37 people hanging out with me farting around. I'd call that a win. I'm like dabbing my dauber to get rid of most of the dye, just to make sure I don't overdo it. And then I'm using the power of prayer to dye my way along. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, oh well. This is definitely a something to do project. I'm not too worried about it. This isn't, I have no grand plans with this thing. I don't even know if I have any pages. Look at it, did a little over dye there, but it's okay. I will live. I'm gonna do this black as well. Just, when I say this black, I should show you what I'm talking about. I'm just doing this in here. Dye over that. Everything's fine so far. Oh. Is that a thing I can do? 1 second. I was trying new things. We're trying new things today. I've never done a poll before, so. Silly? Yes. Experimenting, though. Because then I can ask polls in the future. I can be like, I'm going to either work on this, or this, and the early people that are in the stream can help me pick what I'm going to work on. It can be fun. All right, we've dyed the edge of this without absolutely destroying it. That's awesome. That's a win. I'm just going to touch up. There's a little bit of light coloring on the back side. I just want to make sure it's all dark before I burnish it. No, you can't see me again. Streaming nothing is always good. Controversial poll, indeed. Almost. All right, that's fine. Good. That's fine. What am I going to use? I'm going to use Tokonol just because it's something different than beeswax, and I'm not sure how many of you have used Tokonol before. I'll just use some Tokonol. Go grab some. I don't even know. I'm ending the poll. What does the poll say? $14 votes. What? I gotta sign in? What is this stupid shit? Ah, fucking. Alright. Ignore that for now. Oh, there we go. Most people say yes. Dark Horse Workshop confirms pineapple on pizza, good thing. So I'm going to put on this Tokonol. I'm going to use the black just because I haven't used it a bunch. Oh, please don't make a fucking disaster of this. I'm like suddenly regretting my decision with the black. Like, what if it gets all over this place? Like, I'm changing my mind. Don't like the black. I'm too scared. I'm gonna get the clear stuff. Clear token all it is. I say clear. It's white, but at least I know that it dries clear. I find both gum trag and tokenol super annoying to apply, but the tokenol gives a great finish on the edges. I just hate it. Like I wish it was some kind of harder thing that you could rub on like wax. Wax is so easy. So I don't know. I'm still not sure what would be better long term. I think I think this stuff does make a better edge. It just does. Not better than gum, that's not necessarily true. Maybe it is true, but that's not what I'm talking about. Just better than beeswax. I'm just applying it along the edge with a stupid little Q-tip. And then I'm gonna take my burnisher, find the size I like, and work my way along it. Whew, that's super smooth. This is a terrible. It doesn't help at all, but whatever. Well, that turned out really nice. That one edge. Super nice. Really super nice. What do we got going on here? Definitely. It's not. I don't think it's glue at all, but it definitely has a. Doesn't have much of a smell. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about that. The nicest edges I've ever gotten are from Tokenol. But I didn't use gum a bunch because of how annoying it was. But when I got some Tokenol, I was like, oh, I'm just going to try it. But if I'm doing armor, like if I'm doing SCA armor, I just wax because everything's getting waxed anyways. And if I'm doing movie stuff, just wax. If I was doing something like super specific and nice, I would use Tokenol. Otherwise, I just use wax. Still the same number of people as usual in chat, which is good. At least people aren't running away for the running away for the what? Running away in general? What was I gonna say? I don't know. Running away. At least people aren't running away. I also have a motorized burnisher, but this works just fine for what we're doing here. wipe along. Do, do, do. Looks really nice. Water first and then gum. You mean, do you like water, slick your edge, and then gum, slick your edge? I don't know if I have the patience for more than one thing. Yeah, I'm just blending this into it, and it seems to be working fine. Seems to be working fine. Oh, it's almost, it's 5 o'clock? Damn it. Time flies. All right, so don't need to give any don't have to give any spoilers away. But did anybody watch the final episode of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show and not like that episode? Any of you not like the finale? I'm talking about the rest. Some of the rest was had some hiccups. But that finale that was really good. Really good. For me, I really enjoyed it. I loved that finale. A little bit of extra stuff on it. What do we got? One left? Which one is it? This one. No, this one. This one. Figure it out eventually. Man, that was really good. So happy. Sometimes they get it right. It's tough. But because going into that series, you're like, do you want to really see any of this? Do you have to? Is it going to ruin anything? Does it change stuff? It's just, they finished that off amazing. Amazing. So good. What a mess. That's another thing. This stuff's always a lot more messy. But it turns out really nice when it's done right. All right, so we have, this is the front cover. It does bend without getting too screwed up. The inner cover is blue. It's very nice. Snazzy. Anyways. Now we just got to stitch pages into it. Do I have the pages here? That's a good question. So I don't want to just put white paper in it. I like to put some special pages in it. I might have some left. Yes, you guys saying that there is glue in the gum and the Tokonol? Makes sense. And saying if you're like, it does kind of have that. It does have like a white glue smell, but it's like super faint. Very, very faint. But it is there. Streaming on YouTube, probably not the best streaming platform yet, but it's gonna be awesome eventually. Eventually. Let me put some of this stuff away. I gotta find some pages if I have any. I could also wrap it up. We wrapped it 5 last time, I guess. And given that my hands are covered, I guess I could put gloves on, but my hands are covered in crap. I don't want to get it all over everything. Clean up this burnisher so it's not all covered in black goo. Well, look at all this. That's funny. I've been meaning to set a bot up. That's funny. How long was that going before I noticed? Anyways, I've hit the big time. Got invaded by a bot. It's obviously a very important channel now. I was going to work on these, but that's not happening now. Throw away this crap. This can get tucked away. There's a little bit of tool maintenance going on there for sure. I do have a black burnisher and a nothing burnisher. So look at that right there, celebration emoji. Skull. Nice. You too can also use these emojis if you become a member of the Dark Horse Workshop channel. Man, we have a ton of members now. It's so good. Love it. Love it. At the gigantic price of $1.99 per month. We still have a chance to beat the 3 maximum that we've had on past streams. We could get a 4th. There's still that chance. I'm doing a little bit of cleanup before looking for pages. Need this. So my hands are a little messy. I don't know. Pages. Oh yeah, I do wear gloves. I could. Let's just throw you over there. I gotta do one of those as well. Like, what am I doing? I thought it was a pretty good plug. Right now, you could become a Dark Horse Workshop member for the low price of $1.99 a month, complete with horn and wavy emojis and the never-ending thanks of the creator here on darkhorseworkshop.com. I gotta do my Bob Ross stream still with my afro. Seems like I'm going to have to get a security bot to avoid those, but whatever. For now, it's all good. Or I could just make somebody a moderator. Who would I make a moderator? Do I make McEwen a moderator? Do I punish him with moderation skills? Hey, Arg, just so you know, I do have an ASMR channel here on YouTube. I haven't put a video on it in a couple years, and I've been meaning to. It does exist. And since you know me rather well, you will find it creepy. Might be worth a look. Pretty easy to find it. If you consider what the channel might be called, you can probably find it pretty easily. I like ASMR stuff, honestly. I had a huge 2-year thing where I was listening to ASMR videos all the time. Go to sleep with them with my Bluetooth headphones on. I have two Kostrels I thought I released on Patreon. don't you want all the incredible responsibility and prestige? Don't you want all the prestige that goes with becoming the first ever Dark Horse Workshop YouTube channel moderator? Something to think about. Big shoes, big shoes. I do pay you. You just get to, I pay you very low. It's a word fame. I pay you through word fame. McEwen Handcraft on Etsy. Burnishers, awls, leather crafting patterns. I pointed this little thing out earlier. Possible future, block my face, there we go. Possible future moderator here at Dark Horse Workshop on YouTube. McEwen Handcraft. I nominate. Oh, is it a nomination thing? Can we just get votes in? Should I do another poll? We'll just do a poll, and somebody will become the moderator. Isn't that a great idea? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not the best plan. I'm gonna put a couple more things away while I plan the concept of stitching pages. I could just do the pages next stream. It seems like more of a chat stream so far anyways. Most of them are. As I get my my feet wet with the whole YouTube streaming thing. Trying to stay consistent. I think the main thing about a moderator is I'm not looking at the chat all the time, and then I'm off doing work, and then somebody's spamming the chat with stupid shit like we just saw. So we saw it twice actually. All right, where would pages be if I have pages? Not over there. I think I know where they'd be if I have them. Let me just take a little check here. Dun, dun, dun. I do have pages. Is this something I want to start on right now? Sure. Why not? Dark Horse merch on the mods. Pretty smart idea. Wonder how that video of mine, I changed the name of it from cuirass to breastplate after doing SEO optimization and keyword searches last night for hours. Wonder if, I think part of the reason that video wasn't doing amazing is because I hadn't released an amazing video in a while because I was being stupid. I think it has a chance to take off though. It's starting to catch up a little bit. It's just being that new video is being limping behind. Let's see. Checking analytics on the air. I want specific video analytics just because that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do right now. I just want to look at this stuff. It's doing all right. Nothing fantabulous. It's funny. Yeah, it's doing okay. Wow, it's got a lot of interesting bumps in my viewing. Anyways, enough of that shit. So here's the pages I have. They are kind of yellowy. They're kind of cool. Oh, that's awesome, Gary. That's very cool. things are starting to dip a bit in the viewing. Do I really want to do this right now? I might as well pretend I'm doing it until I don't do it. First, I'm going to wash my hands to try and make sure I don't get shit all over the place. Do what you want, bro, says Punk Rock Viking. That's, yeah. The only thing I would say is that it's 5:20. Might take me a little bit to do the pages. It's Friday. We've had a good stream. It's been nice and friendly. No, my hands are screwed. They're doing a little better. I'm wearing gloves with lotion at night. They're still a mess, though. They're very brutal. Oh, there we go again. What a pain that is. They have more cheap sex than Tinder, it said. Yeah, I don't really want to stitch the pages in, but I'll do it next time. It'll be a good setup right away to do it. I just think I could be screwing around here with both with chatting and pages. So we'll probably wrap up the stream pretty soon. I'm gonna go have a couple brewskis, and then at least I know I've got what I'm gonna do next time. Though I do want to pile into a bigger project here. I wouldn't mind using this stream as a prototyping area for when I'm working on new videos before I record them. I can prototype, like maybe I'll work on that big shoulder I want to do. But yeah, if you guys are looking for paper for your books, craft supply store, pretty awesome. Yeah, Chris, it's just not a big keyword, so I switched it around. We'll see how it works. I don't want to like drag the stream on, so I'm you know, it's 5:30 almost. I'm gonna close the stream up. I don't want to drag it on. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate everything. We got three new members, so we tied last week and the week before on memberships. Was it the last weekend, week before? Was I here the week before that? Can't remember. But we had three. Now today we have 3. So things are going well. I'm happy to get some members. That's kind of how streams work. So got to figure that out slowly. There's also gifted memberships that they haven't added to my channel yet, but I'll be able to gift memberships to people. Well, everybody will be able to gift memberships to people. And how gifted memberships are going to work, they're in beta right now, is those people that are interacting with the stream the most get the most chance of becoming randomly members when people gift memberships. Kind of a cool idea. I don't know if that's how it works on Twitch. Maybe it is, but it's kind of a cool idea. Oh crap, Gary in at the bell. Breaking records. Gary said, I'm not having any of this Tide fuckery. I'm breaking it. Thanks a bunch for becoming a supporter, Gary. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Even if you're not a supporter, I appreciate you guys as well for hanging out and chatting. It's all good. And I'm going to close the stream with my intro because it's awesome. And that's going to be the stream. So have an awesome weekend. Some of you are already into your weekend. I'm going to start my weekend as soon as I leave here, which is going to be amazing. And I might stream again really soon. because I don't see why not. I want to finish that book. I want to do some other stuff. I want to keep streaming. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's been a weird... Lastly, it has been very strange since I started streaming. There has been a definite subscriber kind of drop, but then there's been like a consistent group of people that are watching these streams that I really appreciate it. So those people that are dropping from the stream, as subscribers on YouTube, they're fickle people anyways. Like I have 168,000 subscribers and what, 2,500 have watched that video. Almost 3,000 have watched that video I released yesterday. So I'm really not worried about dropping a few subscribers. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for chatting. And thanks to the new members. And we're going to do the little intro video. We're going to pretend it's the outro video. And we'll see you next time. Next time there will be an outro video. So awesome.